Generic greetings and welcome to IT Works, the electronics repair simulator. Today's beverage is a very carbonated grape soda. Good grief, that's very fizzy indeed. Either way, welcome to IT Works, the electronics repair simulator. This is the playtest, and it's a game naturally about repairing electronics. You will be given certain devices and then have to diagnose the fault, and then obviously take them apart using various tools and check the components, and obviously repair them, give back to the customer, etc. So I'm going to jump in and show you a little bit of it, and I'll see what it has to offer myself as well. Now, I'm pretty sure I have played a demo of this in the past. I didn't do a video on it for various reasons. I think performance was the main one, but that was a while ago now, so I want to see what this playtest has to offer. As always, there will be a link in the description. So it says, welcome to your new workplace. It's a modest garage bought on credit, which is from today your first workshop. It doesn't look impressive, but this is where you start building your own electronic repair business. Customers don't know you yet, and the installments won't pay themselves. Everything depends on how well you handle your first job. So again, we have to get in various devices and repair them using components and such, and obviously we'll need to see what sort of tools we have. Hopefully it won't just be a case of replacing caps. We might have various like meters and tools and techniques, etc. Anyway, before you start working, you need to clean the garage. There's a lot of trash. Okay, so we're going to literally start from the very beginning, and we need to grab the these pallets here. So we will go ahead and pick them up. Looks like you can only pick the one, so I'm guessing we just dump it in the trash. Yes, we can. Great job. You can move and throw away the rest of the items yourself. Time to turn the computer on and check your inbox. Wow, really? Is I just pick up the one? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab the rest of them and get rid. And okay, performance is apparently still problematic. Yeah, let's just go ahead and drop these in, and there we go. We've cleaned up all the pallets, and to be honest, this is quite a nice work area. It's very well lit. We've got some neon, some good shelving, and some workspace, and a nice little car there. And anyway, let's go over to the computer. Click the mail to open email, naturally. This app lets you read messages from clients, shops, system notifications, job offers, and sometimes even spam. You can view, accept, or decline tasks here. Check off to keep for new jobs. Okay, so check the inbox, and it's from John Kowalski, and first message. And basically, I'm not reading all that. We need to accept. It's going to be a repair of some kind. We're just doing the tutorial. We'll just go through it first, and then we'll get onto the moment-to-moment later on. So you learn how to check your email. Great. And yeah, we'll close that up and log out of the computer. So wait for the delivery. The courier is going to drop that off, and then obviously we'll have to see about maybe taking it apart and going from there. And oh, looks like we've got a delivery robot coming in. Interesting. And it is picking up there. Okay, so off it goes, and hopefully it won't be tipped over. Let's go to pick up, and on the left side is this your backpack. On the right is the container. You can move items by dragging them. Okay, so we'll go for parcel locker into the backpack, so that's fine. And then we'll take it to the workbench, I would imagine. Put down the package. Place the package on the ground by using right. So we'll go to that one, and then there it is. Right, so I guess we're going to open it up, and it is the Divox 5G, and the order ID is the phone #000. It is broken. Okay, there we are. So I'm guessing we will get rid of the box. It's all crumpled up. That is recycling, so we are recycling, which is good. And then we'll go ahead and, well, I'm guessing we're going to place the phone down, do we? One phone. There we go. So to repair this phone, you will need to buy specific tools. Different devices and components require the use of different tools for repairs. Okay, so we need to use the computer. Let me come out of that and back over to the computer, and we'll go to the shop. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we know how a shop works. Go to repair tools, and we're going to add a soldering iron and a spudger, which is like an anti-static plasticky repair thing to take it apart. Spudger, otherwise known as a parizer. There's another spudger and a voltmeter. Oh, okay, so we are getting some sort of metering. Okay, and then we just close up all of this and log out. There we go. And then we'll obviously wait for the delivery. It's currently 9:15 in the morning, and we have 714 generic units of currency to our name. Obviously, we started 1,500, so we've just bought all the equipment. So, yeah, let's go to interaction, and then... Oh, looks like, sorry, I didn't wait. Let me go back and then pick it up, and then obviously we'll place that down on the bench. Pick it up, it says. and transfer all. There we go. We'll get rid of that. And unpack them onto the workbench. So we want to place the soldering iron. So what's interesting is they are actually physically placed on here. So you don't just sort of add them to a generic tool belt and select them. You actually, by the look of it, have to grab them on the like physically on the workbench. Anyway, now that you have all the necessary tools, it's time to start the repair focus because repairs are not always easy. The client mentioned in the email that something is wrong with the audio, so we need to look into that. Let's start by testing the phone's sound. Okay, so let's go with the interaction. You can change the camera control mode by pressing V. Currently selected mode is displayed on the upper left corner of the screen. So that's, I guess, free camera mode. We then got well, different camera modes which cycle from 0 to 0, 1, 2, and they do exactly the same. It says test the sound. Okay. Oh, alright, we can zoom in and out. The sound is indeed not working, so you need to remove the screen and look inside the phone. The spudger will be useful for this. So we'll pick up the spudger, and we will go for that spudging. Okay. Yes, interaction. So we will go along the side of the screen like that. And then, do we place it back down? We do, and then that comes off, and then where does that go? Still screen. Put the screen in your back press tab. Okay, and there we go. Right, and then we've got the phone. Oh, so we got lots of different components here. We've got the battery, different integrated circuits and chips. We've got some maybe resistors and just some capacitors, resistors, fuses on the bottom. Okay. Anyway, components communicate with each other through traces isolated on the PCB, which is what, printed circuit board, the green and yellow bit. They're the different traces. Yellow traces show connections between components, allowing you to easily identify which elements are connected. Yep. Okay. Fair enough. It is quite easy to see that, which is good. When the device works correctly, components receive power and signals travel through the PCB traces. Yep, that's all good. However, I'm seeing nothing through this. Has that fuse gone? And if it has, the next question is, why has it gone? Anyway, it says here, the phone has an audio issue. Let's start by checking the speaker. Let's measure its input, pip in. Okay. It's not a hobbit. Grab the voltmeter probe. Okay, I will grab that. No, I won't. Now I'll grab that. There we go. That's the probe. And then we're going to probe in there. And it says fail, pin in. We received no voltage reading from and for fail status. This means the signal is not reaching the speaker, but it does not necessarily mean the speaker is faulty. Yep, fair enough. Next. In this situation, we should trace the path backward towards the power source. Let's check the output pin out of the audio processor. Okay. So it comes from... Is that the speaker? Yeah, that's the... Oh, that's a speaker. Okay. So where would the microphone be there? I'm liking the like how high res this board is. It means that hopefully there's... some ribbon cables there. There is some going to be, let's say, some detailed repair in here. So we're going to probe that, and that's again failed. No signal was detected here either. However, this still does not mean that the audio processor is faulty. Let's measure its input, pin in, to be sure. So we'll go on that side. It's also failed. Once again, receive the fail status. This means that the audio processor is not receiving power and therefore unlikely to be causing the issue. Let's continue the diagnosis, follow the traces further towards the power source. So it's going to go through this resistor probably, and then it goes all the way up into the PMIC 4710. Okay, so let's just probe into that. And that's again a fail. Capacitor, oh, it's a capacitor. Okay. Is not processing voltage, so let's check the input. I'm guessing they're going to say this is okay. Yes, it is. 3.8 volts. Okay, so the capacitor is faulty. Found the cause of the problem. The faulty capacitor interrupted the flow of current to the remaining components connected to the PCB trace. The faulty component must be replaced, which is going to be identified as that capacitor. I don't know what it is in terms of its reading. I need to put down the probe. There you go. To safely install the broken capacitor, you must first disconnect it from the power supply, the phone's battery. You will need the blue spudger for this. Okay, so we'll go for the blue spudger. And then we will take out the ribbon cable here. And there you go. And then put down the spudger. We can zoom in really, really far, can't we? Look at that. So we've taken the battery connection off, but it is still obviously physically in there. Let's pick this up, and then we're going to desolder it. So we're going to go for that, and then that. Okay, so we don't use any solder wick or any sort of what is it, like the solder sucker? What's it called? You can get handheld ones, but also like a hot air remover type thing. I've watched several repair channels on YouTube doing this sort of thing, and well, I can only go by the comments, but it's not because I have no idea what they're doing. I just have not a great grasp on the detail. I do still enjoy it and find them quite calming, at least. Anyway, we will pick up the broken capacitor. We need to check the value of it. Leave the workbench. The capacitor, burnt capacitor is useless now, so you can throw it in the trash and order a new one. You'll also need a screen glue to reattach the phone screen. Buy that as well. So throw away the broken capacitor, and it's a C2 capacitor. Okay, so we get rid of that. And let's see, we're going to go into the shop, into electronic parts, circuits, and it's a capacitor C2. I think they're just color-coded. The displays, and it's the screen adhesive, which is the Divox 5G, so they have specific ones for that. And then we'll accept the basket, which is 190 generic units of currency. And yeah, I mean, I have no idea how much we're getting paid for this, and I also don't know if we say remove 5 components, is the game going to tell us which components we've removed? Is there like an easy note system? We'll find out probably after this tutorial. Anyway, the robot is finished and off it goes, so we will transfer all of that and unpack the contents onto the workbench. Can you just do that? Right, okay, yeah, you really don't want to be doing that. Transfer all. Yeah, let me just exit that. Okay. An auto unpack would be fairly useful. So we're going to go on here, and we want to go closer, and we want to go to the capacitor, and there it is. So we'll grab the soldering iron, and then we will solder that. So one side, and then the other. It hasn't stood up. I think they call it tombstoning. At least I've heard of that. But yeah. It's all right. Let's check whether or not the speaker is receiving voltage, right? So we'll go for, once again, the voltmeter, where's the probe gone? Didn't I place the probe around there? I think so. It's, yeah. Let's just probe that. And indeed, it's 3.8 volts, and it is a pass. The signal's reaching the speaker. It looks like the problem has been solved. I wonder if you can put it together and go, yeah, it's all fine, and then realize that there's either another fault or you haven't fixed it. Probably. Some faults are visible to the naked eye, for example, when a component is burnt out. However, many failures leave no visible signs. Yes, so if there's a big scar mark or something, or the battery's all sort of puffed up and, you know, damaged inside, etc., we could see that. If the CPU output has a fail status, there may be several possible causes of the problem. The CPU may be damaged, the capacitor may be damaged. Oh yeah, you can see all of these red lines here on the traces. The PMIC may be damaged. What's the PMCI? I'm going to say power management input control, but I've just totally made that up. The battery may be also damaged. Yeah, fine. For this reason, diagnostics should never be rushed. A missing signal at a component output does not automatically mean that that component itself is defective. Okay. The customer will not reimburse the cost of replacing the component that was actually working. It's always worth checking the component located earlier on the same PCB trace. Some circuits provide power to multiple components at the same time. A good example is the PMIC. So that, yeah, so if that's not getting any power, then all of the stuff could be broken. Okay. Like that there. Yes, okay. If the PMIC is damaged, multiple components may stop receiving voltage in the same time, even though power is still reaching the PMIC. I've said PMCI, PICM. That chip there. All right. The power source itself may also be faulty. In this case, voltage will not be present anywhere on the board. Let's return to the audio issue. After replacing the faulty component, we should verify whether the device is now functioning correctly. Let's place this probe down and attach the screen. Oh, screen is in my pocket, so we will put that back. And oh, we didn't use the glue. It just said test. Sound test. After pressing the play button again, the sound works properly. The phone is fixed. Now you need to detach the screen and last time and apply the layer of screen glue. I like that. Yeah, actually putting it together and then testing it before we do the final fix. So we do need to lift it off. And we'll go for the screen glue, which is, I mean, where does one interact with it? Apply the screen glue to the phone by hovering over the edges of the screen. Does it? Ah, there we go. And then mount the screen. And leave the workbench. The phone is fixed. Now it's time to ship the delivery. You need to ship a box to send the item safely. Right, okay. So we're going to go to shop and to delivery and do shipping box. And can I just order like 100 of those and never deal with that again? Look, this game, I understand, is about details, yeah? About the work. I don't want busy work like ordering boxes. Let me just order a stack. Anyway, robots coming in. That's going to need some new wheels by the look of it at the end of this one. So we will take this box. I wonder if the box comes in a box that we have to unbox the box. So place the box on the worktop. And it is. The box contains boxes. There is a boxception comment in there. Right, fine. Right, that goes there. Approach the computer to interact with it. Workshop admin. This app is where you manage your workflow. Here you can view detailed information about your current orders, review your finances, and track your progress. Press the see more button. So, John Kowalski, the Devox G5 phone order is #000, and we will say prepare to send and close. Obviously, it's telling us what's happening, like the basics, how to do the thing. We need to figure out how to do the thing ourselves. Interact with the shipping label. Press the OK button to accept. Let's put the shipping label up and then pack the phone. Do I pick up the phone? No package. Transfer. Okay. And pick it up and to the parcel locker. Transfer. No. What? Oh, sorry, we have to place it there. There's an INI. Great job, robot will collect your package and deliver it to the customer. You just earn your first money. Good luck on the future repairs. Accept repair orders. Find the damaged components and replace it with working ones. The fault can be anywhere in the circuit, so analyze the signal carefully and look for the true case of the problem. Then test the device and send it back to the customer to receive payment. Every successful repair is another step forward. Remember to disconnect the power source before replacing its components. That's the second time it's reminded me of that, which means that probably, and this might not be... Yeah, probably that's been a fault in the past during testing, and they've had to remind people to do that because it's a very easy thing to forget, and I'm sure I'm going to do it in this video. Customers are phone with a software and memory issue. Check your inbox. Okay, right. Have you tried turn off and on again? Is the default. Let me go ahead and I'm going to get rid of these boxes here. Let me just go ahead and no valid orders. Let me just go ahead and I mean you can stack them like that, like. You know, clip through one another. Why can't that place? There we go. Maybe I can't then, actually. No, and then that'll do. Right. Okay, so we'll check the email. So email, it is inbox. It's J. Wilson. This is James Wilson. Burned memory chip. So they've already told us what it could be, but then we have to double check ourselves, I guess. Hello, the manufacturer's service diagnostics is ruthless. A short circuit and a burnt ROM memory chip. The phone shows absolutely nothing on the screen. I need someone who can solder a new chip. I will accept the job. Okay, so we will collect the package and wait for the courier to pick up the package. So courier is on the way, and here they go. Excellent. Oh, there's some rubbish down here. There is rubbish around here. I wonder if you get money from recycling. No. Okay. We will transfer this and we will find and replace the damaged components. So one box, transfer that, and then put this in the bin. I do spend a lot of my time boxing and unboxing. So, one phone. Let's have a look then. So, can't interact with it, doesn't work. Let's take the screen off for a start. So we need to go around the edge. You do need to hold that to do it. So we'll go all the way around the edge with the spudger. Take the screen off, and I'll store that. Is there not just a quick store button? Don't think so. Right, we'll have a look. So they said that finally replace the damaged component. So I'm going to physically look, but I'm seeing that. That looks damaged to me. It looks different. Okay, well, we're going to pick up the probe. And I'm seeing that we have the battery power coming out. So I'm just going to follow the traces. I'm just going to trace to here. That should be on. 4.4 volts. And I'm going to follow this other one down, which goes there. That should be 4.4 volts. Oh, no, 0 volts. Okay, I thought it just comes from there. Follow the traces round to there. Okay. Either way, so 4.4 volts to there. This one, let's go and probe this side of the capacitor. 1.8 volts. It should be higher going in, I would imagine. No, okay, it shows how much I know. Right, so we got 1.8 volts coming out of the PMIC. Same thing coming out of the capacitor. And indeed going in to the memory, or it's MEM 2755. Coming out, however, oh, it is 3.8. Oh, but that's not that. Because that trace goes that way. So what is that even connected to? Fail out. That's the pin out. That's pin in, and that's pin out. So it's fail coming out. That's the chip that's faulty. That one there. Okay. So I'm going to assume, as I said, that that's the one that's faulty. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Remove the power because it reminded us twice. So let's get rid of this. So grab it. Come out with that. So I don't particularly... Okay, I'm going to have to store that because I just want to... Yeah, I want to make sure I go to shop. Electronic parts. Circuits. Is it in memory? Memory? That's the one. Add. Accept. I think that's the one. I think that's the one. Okay. Can we drink this beverage as well? No, but we can clear it up. Alright. Okay, deliver robot has delivered. Let me do the default. Transfer all of that. It's a shame we can't reuse the boxes. Anyway, back to here. Component goes back on. Solder back in. So this is obviously the first... Well, it's the second repair we've done. Ah, so that's now back on. But however... I need to attach this, but I haven't got... Yeah, this is... Sorry, this is the... So this is the first repair we've done outside of the do this, do that tutorial, the sort of guide, hand-holdy one. However, still not... We've still not taken the training wheels off. We've still got stabilizers on it because we've got the little helping hand, which I'm appreciative of. However, have we missed the screen glue? The new memory chip is empty. Install an OS via the PC terminal. I'm also like to say I need screen glue, I think. Let me put that in there. So, oh, sorry. Place the phone on the PC desk. Right, so it's still apart. Pick up the cable. Plug it in. There we go. So it's terminal. Use the terminal to communicate with the connected devices. Type help to view available commands. Apps. Available applications that can launch using the run command. Data wiping, firmware flashing, and system diagnostics. And run phone service dot app. Okay. Run. Sorry. Phone service dot app. Application loaded. Try connect. Initializing connection. All right. And looks like we're all right. Check. Check memory. So it's nice that there's a software part of this as well. Although the documentation needs to be on point with that sort of thing. We'll flash it to install a new OS. All good then. And 99%. And check memory. Testing phone memory. Do a bit of mem test. See how we get on. So, this will be the first software thing we've done. Great, new memory chips installed. And disconnect. And exit. And exit again. And log out. Okay, glue the screen, finish assembling the phone, and complete the order. Right, so I need to glue the screen. So let's do that first. So it is electronic parts screen, or is it displays? And it's the adhesive. Okay. Because I only had the screen. Let's put more rubbish away. I don't know if that's been deliberately placed just to give us something to do while we wait for the bot. Okay. And then, once again, transfer all. Get this away. And we'll reassemble. So we want to get rid of the cable. Get the phone. And let's install it again. So it appears to be making noises. Wi-Fi. Sorry, let me check. Wi-Fi module test result positive. Antenna test positive. I think we're good. I think we're good. So complete the order. How does one do that again? Let's see. James Wilson. Prepare to send. Payment of 614 generic units of currency. We'll name the box. We'll pop in the phone. Transfer. No. Transfer that. And I think that's it. We've done another successful repair. Order complete. The phone has been sent back to the customer. There's an intercom located on the wall inside the workshop. From time to time, clients will call, ask you for help with a repair. To receive calls, you must be turned on, but it's currently disabled. Turn on the intercom. When the intercom rings, you will hear sound and see blinking light. Clients won't wait forever, so answer quickly so don't miss the job. Hey, taking new orders right now. Hello. There was a storm. I had my phone plugged in and I think it fried the GSM antenna. No signal. I'll take the job. Awesome, thanks. Like the package. Oh, right. It was yeeted over the over the wall. If you don't want any extra work right now, you can turn the intercom off and at any time. Green light means it's on and red light means it's off. Right. I will preemptively turn it off because I want to. I don't want to be disturbed while doing this. This is our third repair. So let's see. So I'm going to place this down and already I'm going to go with 1 second. Shop. repair, electronic part, should I say. I already want to add in the adhesive. So I wonder if in the future you're going to be able to make, like, your sort of parts bins and stuff, so you have all the repair parts on site instead of going ordering and stuff. Not that that's a problem, you know, because it's instant delivery. So in real life, you wouldn't be waiting. You wouldn't be wanting to wait days and days for delivery if it's like a really common part. Whereas in this game, it's just you order it, it gets delivered straight away. So it's not too much of an issue. But anyway, I digress. One budget. We will open it up. I didn't test it actually. The antenna test. I didn't do it. But there you are. Can I do it like this? You can, look. Negative on the test. So you can still use use the screen while it's attached that way. Right, so the sound works, Wi-Fi works, the antenna does not. So I will store that, which... Is there not just a quicker way of quickly putting it in there? Maybe. Right, this is the phone. And the antenna is... Is it that? Well, it does say antenna. And it does look a bit scorched. But once again, we will... Oh. There's our meter. So I just want to double check. Is there power coming from the battery? Well, for a start, we'll see the in. 3.6 volts coming on the in, and the out of the antenna, nothing. So we know it's that. I don't know what else might be failed, though. I don't think there'll be anything else failed because, well, for a number of reasons. Firstly, it's the third one of this... it's the third repair of the game. So it'd be a bit harsh to put in a couple of curveballs at this stage. Just realised this is a wireless soldering iron. There you go. Yes, it would be a bit rude of the game to do that now. This is just standard antenna. And yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. Repair parts. Electronic parts, antennas, antenna module 1. Add. This is only for the one phone as well. I'm not going to buy anything just yet because I want to see sort of email. No, where is it? Workshop, active order, see more. Just shows. Yeah, it just shows that there. Okay. I was going to, like, is it going to have a list of the things that are broken? I don't know what the rest of it. Here we've got view it. I think that's just changing the look of the interesting look of that there, the background and stuff. You got obviously bank blueprints. Oh, there's we've got a circuit diagram. That's good, and you can mouse over it as well, and it shows you what they are in terms of the the capacitors and stuff. So capacitor is C1, C2. That's good. That is very good. Like that. Okay, let me buy this stuff in. So replace the antenna, solder it in. We could test it. We could, you know, do a test of it. I don't think we need to do any reprogramming because it's just the antenna. So there we are. Box. Transfer all. Not reuse box and get rid of it. Okay, so antenna, that's the screen glue. Antenna goes in. Now I don't know if it's common practice to test new components. I don't know what the failure rate is, but we've definitely got in and out on that one. So I'm going to put the screen on. And it says antenna is... you can't really see because of the UI. It is antenna test result positive. Good. Right, screen glue. And the screen. We're ready to go. So, workshop. We will get that prepared. So, a box. We will label it for Arthur King. And... get it sent. Okay. Professionally repair equipment, you need the right qualification licenses. You start with only a phone repair license. To grow your business, you must acquire more. Let's see where to find them in the PC app. It's okay. Use the computer. Workshop licenses, probably. Yeah, licenses. You have enough money to buy a new course. Press the button with the available license to start. Ah, we got Gamepad repair. I'll accept that. Welcome to the license exam. Pass this test. Prove your skills and unlock the PC Gamepad repair. Okay. So I guess we have a broken gamepad. Looks like Deliveroo bot is different from... Well, we've got import and output bot. Still waiting for the other one. Wait for the courier and pick up the package. Okay. I'll do a bit more rubbish clearance. Can I just put these in the bag? Tea. Excellent. Right. I've been saying about quickly putting stuff in the bag. Tea. Transfer all. Okay. So. Transfer all. Get rid. And one game controller. Oh no. Generic pad. I'm impressed on the resolution of these. And the detail of them. It's good. Right, we need to plug it in. Alright. Let's see then. It's going to be gamepad. Oh, gamepad tester. Allows you to test the gamepad inputs. You need to physically press the buttons on the controller to see if responses on the screen. Click the log out. Press the buttons on the controller to see if they're working properly. So we'll go with... Oh! D-pad. Straight away not working. Press this. Right. So, D-pad we know is not working. Sorry, none of the buttons working. Oh, they're like a toggle. I see. Right. I wonder if you physically plug a gamepad in, will actually do this. The sticks are actually okay. Right, so it's just the D-pad. Just the D-pad. Okay. Disconnect the USB cable. Pick it up, get it gone. Take it to the workbench. Right, let me guess. Spudger? Or screws? Oh, screwdriver. Alright. I would have thought we'd have had a screwdriver. So dismantle the game. Oh, it's going to tell it. I think I've went a bit too fast for it. So dismantle it, we need a screwdriver. Right, well that should be an easy task. Shop. Repair tools. Screwdriver. Don't know if it's any particular type. Oh, it's nearly 10 PM. We're working late at night. As is the robot. The robot doesn't sleep, but its human handlers do. There we go. It'll be taking our jobs in 10 years, probably less. Okay, let's grab that. And one screwdriver. It's telling us how to remove screws. I'm fairly up on that, I think. Right, so I say that. Workbench. Right. Screws. Oh, now we get all controller gunk, all the stuff around it. Is that it? Or are there more? I don't know because I can't really tell. I have to actually take the screws out. Oh, really? I have to actually store them individually. And there we go. Since the controller has no battery, if you want to measure the voltage with a multimeter, you need to connect it to USB charger on the desk. Right, store that. Finally replace the broken component. Well, we know it's the D-pad. Oh, are we literally storing all of these now? Look at the detail in it. Wow, okay. But I need to find the broken component, because it might not be the switch, for example. It could be a controller. And that one looks a bit... That one looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? BTN button 210. Okay, I reckon it's that. So data lines fail. Power fail. Well, of course it's fail because we don't have any power. So I need to connect it back up, apparently. So can I, how do I, okay. So how does one go from there then? Because I need to meter it from here. Can I pick up the meter? Is this what I'm supposed to do? Okay, now I'm lost. Oh, there's one there. USB there. Right, my mistake. Pick it up. Put it back. Right, USB, power. That's better. Right, now there we go. Right, okay. So there should be power coming in. There is power coming in. Data, nothing. Fail. What about the rest of the data lines on this? That is a in. Power in's good. Pin in's good. So there should be 4. Yes, because if you trace these are the buttons. Yeah? So the buttons are fine, but the controller is not. It's the controller, I think. So that's what I'm going to go with. And let's see then. So we need to desolder it. So it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6. I see. I love the detail zooming in there. This was like button something or other, wasn't it? Electronic parts. However, this is circuits, and it is the button. Ah, wait. Right. Is it under buttons? Look at this. All the components are modelled in great detail there. So it's the BTN. Okay. Buttons. No, they're physical buttons. Connectors. Controller buttons chip. Oh, it's there. I don't think I need anything else. I think that'll do. So for good or ill, I think the game would allow us to start binning things like screws and stuff. It's oh yeah, it's 20 past 12 of the evening, of the morning. It's next day. Okay, transfer that. I think that'll be all right. So let's see if that is the case. Assemble it. So we need to double test it as well. So I'll just solve this off. So yeah, I think the game, I said for good or ill, I think for the better. Obviously, it does depend on how well you've done. Like, if you just missed one solder connection, you could have done everything else, and you know it's going to all kinds of go wrong. So I want to put that back, and I'm gonna plug it in. Just want to double check. So we should have power coming in. We do. And out is pass as well. Let's check the inputs on here, which should be totally fine. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we can say we've made that repair. Let's just get this assembled again. I can see our UI, or our inventory, becoming exceptionally full. If, for example, if we had to take that completely apart, that would be a bit of a nightmare. So we'll see. Controller. I don't know how to put it backwards. Interact with the gamepad. Interact with the gamepad and test the D buttons. well, that controller test. Vibration function works. And, yep, D-pad working fine. Buttons are working correctly. Great. Now, yeah. Finish the order. Cool. It says, you know, take it apart, reassemble it, but it's done. It is done. So, workshop admin, we will say the gamepad, we will prepare to send that, we will get the box, we will prepare said box. I will pick that up there. Sorry. Pick that up there, place it in, transfer all. Can't transfer all because it only goes from my backpack to there. And we'll get that shipped. Order completed. You have acquired the gamepad license. Clients will now start sending gamepads for repairs. Thank you. What you've just seen is a fragment of a larger whole that we are still working on. Your impressions and feedback have a real impact on the development of the game. You can please take a moment to fill out a short survey. Excellent. Return to main menu. All right, that's been a bit of IT Works, the electronic repair simulator, the playtest of. Okay, overall positive. Yeah, I like that. I like the, obviously the standouts are the detailed nature of the devices. Hopefully, it's not just going to be 5 devices and done. If obviously the jobs all have different faults, maybe multiples, etc. Obviously, it progresses nicely with different tools and techniques to be able to fix them. That's what we're looking for here. The only couple of things I've been fighting are the UI a bit when it comes to storing things. There's not just like a box of parts. I can put like all the screws in there, all this in there. Like a quick way to transfer them would probably, especially later on, would be very, very handy if you're having to take multiple things out. You know, it's very heavy on that front of it. But from what I've seen is this little short play test. It is a play test, so we have to bear that in mind. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I like the theme of it, the idea of repairing the electronics, all good. I could take or leave the whole packing part of it, but the fact that it's like a full assembly line of receiving, diagnosing, repair, getting the parts in and sending back to the customer and all of the billing of that, it is like sort of the full sort of life cycle of that repair thing. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully it is something you have enjoyed. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions, not just for my playthrough, which I'm assuming I've messed up at times, let me know in the comments, but also your thoughts on the game as well. If you like this sort of thing, let me know. If you want to see more, same thing again. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.